The excitement continues here at that little farm. It's bee day. So last year we put some bees in our beehive here, set down right beside the little field that you can see over this way. Partway through, it looked like they were doing really well. The hive was humming and filled with honeycomb, and we were advised that it was okay to put the super on the top. And what happened was, as it got cooler, that was just simply too much space for them to keep warm, so they vacated and are somewhere out here. We don't know where, but we have seen them on the property. So, but anyway, Angie is going to refill our hive with a brand new set of bees, which were just delivered today. Probably hear them.
So when the bees arrive, they need to be fed. We make up, you can use sugar water, and there's instructions on it, but we just use the nectar that we give our hummingbird feeders. And
worked great last year.
Right, so that's what we're using again this year. And the hive comes with a little bee feeder, and it fits right on there. So that's what we're going to use this year for the beef feeding.
This is some of the comb that was left from the bees last year.
Yeah, what we read up, it said that if you can leave some of it, or if you leave the cone there, that it makes less work for the bees when they come in. They'll repair it, and it takes less energy. So I left as much as I could. Some of it was dark, and they said that's just the pollen, but I didn't feel comfortable leaving it in there, even though we had no dead bees in there. So we know, and we've seen our bees out flying around on the flowers and stuff, so we know that they didn't die, and the hive wasn't diseased. But still, you know, we've already had one issue. So okay, so this is how UPS delivered our happy little bees this afternoon. And you will notice this little tab up here. That is attached to the queen's box. And the bees are inside an inner box. Try to get that out, and you can see they're all just happy buzzing along.
They're all in there just being bees, buzzing and buzzing.
Okay. So you got this loose already? Yep. So hey, little dudes, in you go. Yeah, let me go over to the hive with this.
Go ahead and put those guys
Come on,
in.
dudes. Oh, there's a little net thing there, that's why. Oh. Let's all make one big happy family here.
Yeah, you can just leave it sit right on the top there.
Alright guys, here you go. In you go, nice and gentle. You too.
Easy peasy.
You too. I know, I should be wearing weight.
Yeah, if you look over here, just so y'all can see, you see how they're all like over towards that tab, because that's where the queen is. So Angie's going to try to get that out.
Yeah, I'm going to move this closer to the hive.
Yep, and I'm going to stand back here so that I don't get stung to death. Because while Angie has a bee suit on, I got nothing.
Alright, so I have my little marshmallows here. So I can take the cork out of the queen's box and put a marshmallow in it so that she can eat her way out and they can eat their way in. Hopefully that will take long enough for them to accept her. Alright, dudes. And another group of them.
So that whole group was stuck on the box that's got the queen in it.
Alright guys, don't forget.
They're not stinging you, are they?
Not at all.
So there's the queen box. You can see Angie's cleaning them off of there so she can get to it. And on one side of that little box, yeah, you're not going to get them all off, baby. Just get to the...
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to... I don't want to...
So there's a little metal tab that we can use to kind of stick it on the side of one of the frames. And there's a little white cork-looking thing somewhere.
It's not white. Come on, dude. Right there.
Did you get it?
Yes, but I need to get rid of the bees so that I can get her. See, I got it. Alright, guys, go on. Very carefully, sort of pushing one in as I pull the other out.
Bend it over the top, yeah.
Yeah, we just bend it over. Let me move this a little bit further down.
Okay, guys, easy. Got a couple of bees getting crazy on me, or I'd get a little closer. I think they're all fired up because the queen is out now.
Yeah, maybe. Oh. Alright, guys.
We'll just have
Still
to...
hanging around? Come on. Understand, I will fix it. We have the technology. That didn't work.
Alright, the queen frame is in. Now we're just going to pull a couple of frames out, and Angie's going to dump the bees in, and I'm going to run.
I'm going to take you out because you're not super full.
Alright, here we go. The top is off. She took one frame out, and we're gonna see how this goes. This could be fun. Boom. And yep, that's a lot of bees. You can probably hear them. They are really buzzy. And I'm backing up because, as you could probably see, maybe not, but they are flying everywhere. But there's a little tornado action of them right over the thing, I believe. But they're all climbing around, checking it out.
So we have what we believe to be the perfect spot for them. They're out here away from all the hustle and bustle, and these are the fields that are out next to it. And in between, you probably can't tell for sure, but there's actually a stream that runs in between the two fields. So they have a constant source of running water that's super close. Obviously lots of pollination, and they have some privacy.
You know, when she's just putting them in, I mean, you can probably...
Oh, I hate that. Sorry, dude.
You can probably see around her, there's just a massive amount of bees flying around in a tornado. But the vast majority of them, and I mean the vast majority, are inside the hive already or crawling around on the top investigating it. They know the queen's in there because, you know, they can smell her, and you know, it's only a matter of time before they'll chew through that marshmallow, and she'll be good. We'll come back after 2 or 3 days and put that empty frame back in, you know, once they've calmed down.
No, we won't. We'll put it in.
And we'll be good to go.
I'm going to put the frame back in now. Didn't use blue gloves, but that's alright. Alright, let me I'll put the frame back in.
By the way, everything we read said to wear light colors like white. You know, the bees don't seem to be as aggravated by that, but as you may be able to tell, I'm wearing a black t-shirt.
I'm gonna put the top back on.
Yeah, so we got the frame back in. As you can see, there's bees all over the place. We really need them to kind of crawl down inside those frames, because this top goes on and then the roof goes on top of that, and it'll keep them nice and warm, safe from the elements, and hopefully they'll get busy making some honey. Good job, baby. We'll check in just a little while, see how they're doing, and go from there. So, okay, looks like the lid got, or the roof, yeah, the lid got put on securely, and here comes the old roof, and they'll be as set up as we can get them.
Okay. Now the instructions, which I'm an instructions type of person, said not to leave the bee box out here because they may go back in it and try to like make that their colony. So as you can see, it's pretty well empty. I just have to get the last few out, and then I'm going to remove this and take all the other stuff. If you come over here, you can see they've already found the sugar water. I had spilled a little bit on when I tipped it over. So they're eating, they're in the hive, they're buzzing around.
Yep.
Hopefully they'll go night-night soon because it's getting a little cooler out. Off you go, off you go. I'm gonna count here. Let's not get smushed. Oh, see, I told you.
Good job, baby.
I don't see any more dead bodies.
No.
That's a good sign.
Hey, buddy.
And they're super active, so.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm bugging them. Just taking a little ride across the lovely countryside to go check on our bees. Our bees. I see bees buzzing around.
Yeah, looks good.
So far, so good.
Let's see if they got any nectar left.
Bees.
All right, so we are checking on our beehive, making up some more nectar for it, although they didn't run out. Now this is day, well, it's 2 days after we dumped them in there, so the information does say to leave them alone for 7 days, so we are not opening the hive today. We had a few that died, so I was taking a look at that, and the bees tend to do their own housekeeping. So I was sitting here watching, and one of the bees down here, you can kind of see, he dumped one of the dead bodies, and I'm thinking he's going to come back, so I'm hoping to get this on video, where he picked up the body and moved it. So we'll give it a second here and see if he comes back to do the next one.
I have a solution.
Okay. Matt has a solution. He brought water container. Ah. So he's going to fill up a ring because ants can't cross water.
Yep.
Oh, and it looks like we've got a little one here. Going to do some housekeeping. He's checking out the guy. Maybe I'll get that after all. Nope.
All right, we'll walk up here and see what we can see.
Still have nectar.
Still got nectar. There's
Still
a
have marshmallows.
line of ants around the outside trying to get to it. And I see bees. Let's see if we can.
They are active.
Looks like it.
What's great is they're not like just relying on the
Yeah.
nectar we put out. It's very encouraging.
Okay, I'm leaving you alone.